Howdy, and welcome to George Mason University Space Weather Lab. Uh, let's have a look just randomly. Let's start with this, and there was five frames. I took some screenshots, and we will take a closer look at them. But let's start with the last day of last month, and we have to just look at this region here. That's the only region we are looking at when we are talking about Sunmachines. Let's put just pause randomly. There is some eruption going on, obviously. I haven't been watching this for quite some time. The point is that the things I'm talking about here are not really talk because I don't know what to talk about, what they are, what this means. That we have real activity at this spot and sometimes it extends. But it is this spot all the time. Let's hop to the next day. And again, we are watching this spot here. This seems to be an interesting day. Yeah, this looks interesting. But since there is an eruption going on at the spot, it is not that easy to somehow show what I mean. Because there is activity even though that there wouldn't be any eruption going on. That's the point. And the other is that it's always at the exact same spot. How is it possible if the sun is supposed to spin around its own axis? What is going on here? What's that? There seems to be some kind of line. And we are at the end of the day. So if you go back one, there is already visible this kind of line which goes here. And these pixels are always here, as well as here on the other side. If you watch closer, you can see them. Constantly pixeled regions, which is interesting. So next day. Sorry, no pictures available for this day. How? I just took screenshots of that. Did I? Or maybe it was this one. Yeah, this one. This one. I took screenshots. And we are watching at this regions. Or this region. So now let's have a look at the screenshots. Or maybe you can watch it once through. There are just 5 frames. there's not really an eruption going on there. Okay. So that's screenshot number 1. And I cannot tell you what exactly we are looking at. That's the reason why I make these videos. Because there's maybe someone out there who knows, maybe not. And they are just looking really interesting. And here is always a similar kind of pixel, which is always here for whatever reason. And for those who don't know, the sun is approximately this size. And this black disc that's in the camera, it's the occulter, which is in front of the camera, in front of the sun, in order to catch the things which go on around the sun. So these aren't on the sun's surface because the sun's surface is still some distance away. But nonetheless, they are at the same exact place all the time. These things. What else they could be called? Yeah, that's also interesting that we have this kind of dotted line here, or however you put it. But we are watching more this region because there's something going on as well. And it has these lines here which go out. Yeah, I don't know. 5th month and 3rd day, 2022. So this is the last picture of this sequence. And whatever we are looking at, it is stationary. Solar stationary. I don't know. This doesn't make sense at all. That there is something stationary. Besides the sun. So that's the most recent, 4th, most recent imagery, which is one picture. No, let's just focus on this one. You can watch what I do to the pictures. Nothing fancy in that. Everybody with a phone can do that. Maybe we have to take a bit of the whole. Now, contrast, exposure a bit down, and maybe the lightning, or maybe not. Sometimes you got to play around a bit. Let's put this up and this down. No. And if we do it the other way around, no. I guess if one owns a fancy picture like program, however you call that, you could probably pull out much more But I think that's really interesting since there is not really going on something there eruption wise. And it's at the same exact place, position, area, region, proximity. And this looks like, I don't know, machine-ish. Interesting. And if you think about Earth, we have to zoom in. Earth is maybe, no, that size. Maybe smaller, I don't know. But approximately the size of this yellow, beautiful dot. So we, you, and I are really small compared to this structure, whatever it is. Really fascinating. Thanks.